Okay, now disorders of the eye, fine, and then continue with the ear. What do you mean by hypermetropia? Farsightedness means the person is able to see the far objects. Person is able to see the far objects but unable to see the near objects. And it can be corrected by the convex. Corrected by convex lens. Similarly, as an important point, anybody knows that presbyopia? What happened? Hypermetropia and myopia. Very good. हाँ पण આ કેટલા યસ 42 અને 2 કલાક કહેવાય around 40 plus age બરાબર around 40 plus 40 40 हाँ 40 plus consider ना करेगा. Flexibility of legs and ciliary body is lost. So person is unable to see the near objects. Presbyopia. અને બેતાલા કહેવાય. બરાબર? Myopia or nearsightedness or short-sightedness person is able to see the near objects but unable to see the far objects and corrected by concave lens. Can you know xerophthalmia? Xerophthalmia due to vitamin A deficiency. Vitamin A deficiency, keratinization of conjunctiva and cornea. So conjunctiva becomes solid. Keratinization means keratin is accumulated there in conjunctiva and cornea. So conjunctiva becomes solid. Due to vitamin A deficiency. What is cataract? એમાં શું થાય? Lens become opaque. Reduce the accommodation power. The lens lost its elasticity. Along with that, lens become brownish in color. So when we focus the eye with the help of light rays, when we focus that eye, when we see the eye, so brown spot is generated inside the eye. It indicates that cataract occurs. Definitely. Doctor M K Modio Taki use. So lens become opaque and lost its accommodation power. So light rays are not coming in contact with the retina, so person has difficulty to see the objects. So replacement of the lens is necessary here. Okay, lens badla. Okay, so this is about the eye. Next, ear. Phonoreceptor organ. Okay, now you tell me, majority here, the ear is helpful for hearing, but main thing is that to maintain the balance of the body by which structure? Sorry? No, not in middle ear. Krishna, what is that? Okay. In semicircular canals, the auditory receptors are crista. C-R-I-S-T-A. But when we add E, it becomes cristae, belonging to mitochondria. The balance of our body is maintained by ear. In ear, especially by internal ear. In internal ear, especially controlled by the semicircular ducts, and by semicircular ducts, in that in the crista is present. So crista is the most probable nearest answer. But if crista is not there, semicircular canal is right. If semicircular canal is not there, internal ear is also right. And if the particular organs are there, which organ maintain the balance of the body? Eye, ear, nose, like that. So we say that ear. The most probable answer is ear, crista. Clear? तो ध्यान रखते हैं हम crista. Fine. So here the ear is mostly helpful for hearing and balance the body. Now, ear is divided into three parts, you know that. External ear, middle ear and internal ear. External ear is wax fluid cavity or air filled cavity. External ear is wax filled cavity or air filled cavity. Middle ear is bone filled cavity.
Yes.
And internal ear is fluid filled cavity. Okay? Ear pinna is absent in whale, seal, etc. Ear pinna. Is absent in whale and seal, clear? Etc. We are unable to move the muscles of the ear pinna. So in men, muscles of ear pinna are vestigial. Okay? So sometime you heard that muscles of ear, not especially ear pinna. We are unable to move the ear pinna. Fine? So muscles of the ear pinna are not useful. So these are vestigial. What do you mean by vestigial? Present in our body but not functional. Okay? Ear canal is 2.5 centimeter long. S shape. Clear? S shape. Okay, now no need to write that. Ear canal consists wax gland. Wax is brownish in color and becomes sticky. It consists the lipid particles. So earwax it is also known as cerumen. Earwax is also known as cerumen. So wax secreting glands present in ear, also known as ceruminous glands. યાદ રાખજો બરાબર જો કે NCERT માં કીધું જ છે ફાઇન ears wax known as cerumen. Okay, we consider that eardrum in the external ear mostly. We can consider that eardrum, that is nothing but the tympanic membrane. But this tympanic membrane we consider it in the external ear, but it is the part of the middle ear. So generally ear pinna, here you know that external ear, in that ear pinna consists cartilaginous helix and very soft part is known as lobule. So this ear pinna transmit the impulse towards the external auditory meatus. So this aperture here from which ear canal is started, so it is known as external auditory meatus. and it consists 2.5 centimeter long A-shaped tube. It is known as ear canal, and that ear canal is added to the eardrum. So eardrum consists periphery side skin and center side muscles, and two cavities are also there. Okay, fenestra ovalis and fenestra rotunda, two cavities are located there, and tympanic membrane is now continued with the middle ear, fine, and connected to the malleus, incus and stapes. But remember that in between malleus and incus, ball and socket type of joint there, and between the incus and stapes, hinge joint is there. And middle ear, in that ear bones are there, so we say that bony filled cavity, and it amplifies the sound waves 20 times more. It amplifies the sound waves 20 times more. But middle ear is connected to the pharynx through the one tube is known as Eustachian tube. And in the Eustachian tube, the air pressure is maintained. That's why the balance of the head is maintained. Fine. So, for your kind information, if we close the nose as well as mouth, we respire through ear also. But this type of the respiration cannot fulfill the oxygen demand, because as you know that lungs have 500 ml tidal volume. So we have to intake 500 ml of air and exhale within a 6-second time, 5 to 6 second time, and that much type of the respiration volume cannot be inspired or expired by the ear. Okay? Fine. Okay. Internal ear, it is also known as membranous labyrinth. લખાયું છે બધું જોઈ લેજો બુકમાં જ. Internal ear is also known as membranous labyrinth, and it is protected in bony labyrinth. So inside the membranous labyrinth, the internal ear, which consists the limb, it is known as endolimb. And outside the internal ear means in bony labyrinth, the lymph is fluid, it is known as exolimb. Internal ear consists three parts: vestibule, semicircular canals, and cochlea. Vestibule. Vestibule, in that two chambers are there. Large chamber is known as utricle, and small chamber is known as saculi. But here the auditory receptors are there, known as macula. Macula. Fine. So it is made up of the calcium phosphate containing substance. It is known as ear stone or ear ossicles. Macula are auditory receptor substances. If macula are present in utricle, it is known as macula utricle, and if it is present in the saculi, small chamber known as macula saculia. So this macula consists the auditory receptors, and these auditory receptors are made up of the calcium carbonate substance known as ear ossicles or ear stones. So remember that ear ossicles or ear stones both are totally different there. And ear bone is also different. Fine. Then semicircular canals. 3 canals are there: anterior, posterior, and lateral. And on the border side of the semicircular canals, the engulfed part, swollen part is located, known as ampulla. And in this ampulla, auditory receptor substance is present, known as crista. Fine. Cochlea is just like a snail. Snail, fine, look like. Here, the chambers are known as scali, and here the main important chamber is known as scala media. And in this scala media, initially, Resinous membrane is present. Resinous membrane is present there. Fine. And resinous membrane is continued to the tectorial membrane. And in tectorial membrane, supporting cells are located there. So phalangeal cells and basal cells are located in the tectorial membrane. Okay. So auditory waves are coming in contact with the vestibule and cochlea both. Semicircular canal can maintain the balance of the body, but impulse is generated from the vestibule and cochlea. So vestibule, from that vestibular nerve is originated, and cochlea, from that cochlear nerve is originated. So both are combined together and form the auditory nerve. So auditory nerve is also known as vestibulocochlear nerve. The major important thing in cochlea is an auditory organ. The most important thing. Okay, Facebook check कर लो तुमने कॉमर्स से. few points જોઈ લઈએ. Largest eye are found in deers. In vertebrates, largest eyes are found in deer with respect to body surface area. Cornea and lens of eye. Cornea and lens of eye. Leg blood supply. Cornea and lens of eye. Leg blood supply. That's why lens of eye transplantation is successful in cataract. Otherwise it is rejected. It has no blood supply. Okay, another thing, પછી તો તમને એક ખ્યાલ હશે ને કે scotoactive vision, the activated vision during night, scotoactive or scotopic vision means the activation during night. It is done in bat. Whereas fowl, eagle, eagle and higher stage carnivorous animals has telescopic vision. अच्छा ये high height ऊपर flying करता है, so on the soil while that runs, it easily sees this. Huh? So you remember that only because scotopic vision in that road cells are more activated, bone cells are absent, just above the questions are asking like that. Okay, fine. So this is about the 21st chapter. Knee is over.